Shared Space is a collaborative tool that allows users to annotate and discuss 3D models. I picked Unity because of its inbuilt networking features. In my scene, I have an empty game object with a network manager attached to it, and I've also set the player and registered spawn all prefabs. This is my cube prefab. I'm using it as a placeholder at the moment. It has a network identity script on it, which is set to local player authority, and it also has a network transform script that should communicate any movement made by the cube across the network. Next up is the camera prefab. Again, this has a network identity, and it also has a player ID script on it so that we can identify each player and also name them when they join the server. So here I've built out a version of the game, and when I hit play, I'll set out the built version to be the host and the game version to be the client. You'll notice that when I move the cube in the build version, it updates the client version. This is using the network transform and updating the position of the cube for the other players. However, when we try to move the cube from the client side, we get the trying to send command for object without authority error appear in the console. This is the main problem that I'm currently having with the multi-user aspect of my prototype. We know from the console that the command is going through, but I haven't figured out yet how to change the authority of the cube. This is something that I'll continue to investigate. In between trying to solve my network errors, I've been working on a prototype that looks at the actual interactions that the system will have. In this prototype, the camera moves around the object and we can zoom in and zoom out again. This prototype also makes a start on the creation of contextual comments. When the user clicks on the cube, a comment marker is spawned by a raycast and the pop-up menu is spawned in screen space. Because the pop-up menu is also tied to the raycast, when the user tries to click on the empty space, nothing will happen. The next stage of this prototype is that when the user presses leave comment and enters some text, the comment is created in 3D space and tied to the marker.